Hello everyone, this is our second presentation that will cover some more of the TSPC standards related to ELL students. These standards are to be covered with professors who work with students who will be teaching in the K-12 schools. A couple nice reminders for those who work with ELL students are that strategies advised to be used with second language learners are actually good for all students and they're considered best practices. Our first standard, which reads, are familiar with characteristics of students at different stages of second language acquisition and English language proficiency levels, means that we as professors need to remind our students who work with all the students in different subject matters that they need to be able to recognize in what level of the English language proficiency students are and how to better help them. We need to be aware of students who are learning English as a second, third, or fourth language and how their first language impacts their ability to learn English. The second standard we're focusing on is to recognize and combat deficit perspectives and views on second language learner students. These means that deficits refer to what students cannot do, and this can negatively impact their learning. Therefore, teachers should build upon what the students can do. There are some stereotypes related to students who do not speak English as a first language. For example, a person may believe the stereotype that all English language learners are low achievers. Another stereotype is that people make assumptions based on the names of the students. We need to work on removing these stereotypes so that students can be more successful because the expectations will be higher. The next standard is to incorporate basic sheltered strategies such as visuals, grouping strategies, front-loading, and explicit vocabulary appropriate to learners at different levels of English language proficiency within a gradual release of responsibility model. This means that best practices help ELL students learn all subject matters. Comprehensible input is the main thing to remember. Comprehensible input refers to information being presented in a way that listeners can understand the message even if they don't understand every word being said. Provide information in a way that every student can understand using pictures, gestures, videos, objects, etc. Our fourth standard for today is to implement multiple and varied assessments that allow learners to demonstrate knowledge of content regardless of language proficiency level. This refers to the fact that assessments should assess content only when appropriate, and language should not be at the center of assessments. Provide sentence starters when assessing using essays. Provide some word banks and make sure students are graded on content and not language whenever appropriate. The fifth standard refers to USOL specialists. Understand the importance of collaborating and consulting with English language development specialists. So encourage your students to do the following. Communicate and collaborate with the English language development teachers in the schools. They are the ones who will know what each ELL student needs. The ESOL specialists can also help incorporate the appropriate strategies into the classes. Finally, our last standard for this session: design, develop, and implement student learning activities that integrate information technology. Many technologies are available that are very helpful for ELL students. YouTube videos, interactive sites, translators, Google Images, infographics, and Web 2.0 tools, and graphic organizers can help students understand what is being said in class. Students can also use technology to produce projects for class while they can get help with language.